Hi everyone. A pair of dice is rolled. The three different possible results are illustrated in the two-dimensional grid. Use the grid to determine probabilities. So, the probability of getting 2 3s. So, you roll the 2 dice and you get a 3 for die 1 and a 3 for die 2. So, that's just going to be 1 out of 36, which is 36 different possible results. You could also do it as the first die being 1/6, the second die being 1/6, because there's 6 faces on a dice. So that's going to be 1 out of 36. A 5 and a 6. So if you go in that order, you get a 5 first, then a 6, you'll be there. That would also be 1 out of 36. All right. So you could also say, well, you get a 5, that's 1 out of 6, and a 6 is 1 out of 6. However, if the order doesn't matter, and you could get a 6 first, then a 5, that would actually be 2 out of 36, which equals 1 out of 18. It doesn't say if the order matters. But if you look at it this way, then your answer would be 1 out of 18. Okay, so it's not specific if it has to go in that order. C we'll get to later. At least 1/6. So to get at least 1/6, that's going to be 1 out of 6, or you could have 2 6s. So you could get 1/6 for it, but 2 6s would be this one, just like your 2 3s. So that'd be 1 over 36. And then you add it together, so this is going to be 6 out of 36 plus 1 out of 36 gives you 7 divided by 36. All right. Which one? Exactly 1/6. So that means 1/6 for one of the dies. The other one has to be anything but 6. So that would be 5 out of 6. So that gives you 5 out of 36 to get exactly 1/6. And no 6s would be, so it has to be 5 out of 36. 5 out of 6 for no 6s. And the second one also has to be 5 out of 6. So that would give you 25 out of 36. Or you could look at the grid here. So no 6s would be these 25 here. All right. Now, let's look at, but go back to C. I'm not sure what they mean by a 5 or a 6, because you're rolling a dice. So I guess if you're rolling a pair of die, you can get a 5 or a 6, but we're rolling two dice, so I don't understand what they're talking about, only if they're talking about the total number. So to roll a 5, that would be 1, 2, if you look at this, roll a 2 dice total, like if you add their totals, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 ways to get 4, and that would be 4 out of 36. Or a 6, and to add the total for that, that would be 5 out of 36. And that gives you 9 out of 36. So I'm not really sure what they're talking about when they say a 5 or a 6, because if you say you're rolling 2 dice and you get a 5 or a 6, it kind of doesn't make sense. So that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.